Hey, good afternoon. It's Pete from FigLife.com, and it's a beautiful day here in Northern Virginia, beginning of fall, and I've got another variety that's ripened for me for the first time called Tenerife. And this is a Fig Dumont variety. There's not a lot of information out there about it right now, but I did finally get a ripe fig off this tree, so I'm going to try it for the first time. All right, good morning. Today I'm looking at a fig variety called Tenerife. This is my Tenerife tree. It's my first year growing this tree. I've got a couple of these, and this is a Fig Dumont variety, and it's been growing really well for me. I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm not sure of the taste, but I got a lot of growth out of this tree here. It's probably like 7 feet tall maybe, and lots of fruit on this tree. And I'm getting the first ripe fruits near the end of the season, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a late variety, because a first year tree, I gotta root the tree, I gotta grow the tree out. So a more established tree might ripen this fruit earlier, so I'm not sure what the actual ripening date of this fruit would be, but good growth and good productivity. And I just picked my first fruit off this tree, and it looks to be ripe. So let's go take a look at that. All right, so I think I mentioned this is a Fig Dumont variety, and they got some photos on their website, and the fruit seems to match pretty, more or less, I don't say exact. Exact is, it's hard to say something matches exact, but it seems consistent with the photos that they have there on the Fig Dumont website. There really wasn't a lot else that I could find on this fig. I couldn't really find many other photos of Tenerife, but Fig Dumont has those nice poster-like graphics that they put together. So anyway, this is the fig. You know what? I forgot my scale. Let me go get my scale. Okay, back with the scale. Let's weigh this thing. 37 grams. Feels a little bigger than that, but nope. 38, see? I knew it was bigger than that. 38 grams. So in terms of weight, not super heavy, but it's actually a fairly good size here, so kind of a lightweight fig. Maybe it's not real, I guess that means it's not real dense, right? So, all right, so let me cut this open. All right, I cut it open, and there we have it. So I wouldn't say surprised, but a pleasant sort of, pleasantly surprised, I guess I'll call it surprised. Pleasantly surprised when I cut it open, that it does in fact look good. Looks well ripened, or at least not underripe, and doesn't look to be spoiled either, so that's good. I was a little concerned because there was a little splitting there, and that was one of the reasons that I wanted to that I wanted to pick it and not leave it, because with the splitting that had occurred there, I just felt like maybe it was more at risk for having some spoilage in there. So I wanted to go ahead and pick it when, ideally maybe I would have left it on the tree a couple more days, but it looks ripe enough to taste good, so that's good. So let me go ahead and try this. All right. This is my first time trying Tenerife. Doesn't appear to be much of any information about this fig that I could find online. I'm sure there's something, I spent about a minute looking, so maybe there is something out there, I don't know. Anyway, it looks good. It's late in the season, it's September 26th, so I don't really have a lot of season left to get ripe figs from Tenerife, so this may be one of my few figs that I get off Tenerife, unfortunately. I wish I could get a lot more, but first season, so anytime I can get a ripe fig off of a tree in its first season, I gotta be happy with that. All right, so really good taste there. Nice sweetness, kind of a moderate level sweetness, and a little bit of berry. Probably light to moderate berry. So good flavor. I think this definitely could ripen more. The skin is a little bit, the skin tastes just a little bit underripe. The rest of the fig tastes great though. It's just sometimes when you have a fig that's not fully ripe, you'll get that with the skin where it's not a latex. I mean, if it's significantly underripe, it'll have a latex, like you'll get some latex in your mouth, right? Which is not good. And this isn't that. It doesn't have any latex in it, but it's just like, you know, when it's not as ripe as it could be, sometimes that skin has a like a fleshiness to it, and a little bit of extra taste to the skin that you wouldn't normally get, and that's kind of what I'm getting for this. So this could have benefited from a little more time on the tree, but a really good taste nonetheless. Yeah, so a real nice berry fig. That was Tenerife, a Fig Dumont variety. So yeah, I'll just make a little comment about those Fig Dumont figs. You know, I got a few of those, and so far, like every single one has just been really good. So I've been really impressed with the Fig Dumont varieties, at least the ones that I've gotten so far this year. So that was another one, Tenerife, and a good fig. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit subscribe and check out my website, www.figlife.com. Thanks.